Welcome to Marlowe House Presents. I'm Andrew Marlowe.
I'm Monica Marlowe. I'm surprised.
I'm Prima Donna Prime.
I did it. Yes, I do work with two prima donnas. One of them is me. I didn't know. You didn't give us the signal that you were going to start. We've talked about this.
That was the whole promo running. That was the whole point of
Well,
that. You saw the promo running.
Because we have this fancy screen now.
And you were yelling at me.
I know, but see, I was watching it here and...
Okay. So, everybody, welcome to Marlowe House Presents Friday Night Hangout. And, yeah.
Ta-da!
We made it! Like, sliding in at the very last possible minute. 10 minutes late.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of nice to see it, like, live. Rather than on the
6-minute delay.
Yeah. So that's why Scott and I are sitting on the same side, because now we have a monitor. You can't see it unless I take a picture of it, but so our camera's further.
Look at that! I can preen in real time.
I know, and
it's nice.
I know which side things. What side things are on. And
I'm scratching my head and realized it looks like I'm preening with the rest of you.
You hair.
So.
Scott owns everything there is about him. He's not afraid of what he is.
Except my kidney, that belongs to somebody else.
That's not true.
No, that's not true.
Okay. I was
They're
like,
just
when did that
borrowing it.
happen?
See, this is why I miss my favorite T-shirt. It was just like this nice hand-colored T-shirt with big black letters that said "I make stuff up."
You do.
You do.
You do make stuff up.
A
You
lot.
absolutely do.
A lot. You make stuff up.
Yep.
Of course, that is the whole point.
Right?
So tonight we're starting a something Western Wild something game.
Legends of the Wild Wastes.
You know I'm never gonna remember that. Let me write it down.
I don't know. I have a hard time with it. It's really easy.
Well, do you know how long it
Legends
took
of
me?
the Wild
Do you know how long
Wastes.
do you know how long it took me to remember the something
Scoundrels of a Stranger's
Scry? That's the sequel.
So
It's the only possible way he could have known it was us.
Legends of the Western
Wild Waste.
of the Wild Waste. There's no West in there at all.
No. I replaced West with Waste.
I feel like we've missed a moment there, but okay.
Legends of the Fall. Got it.
Hey, if Brad Pitt's gonna be in here, I'm okay with that.
Special guest Brad Pitt.
Yeah, he's gonna be here next week.
Only if I get a picture from the internet and smack it on the screen.
Hashtag Legends of the Pitfall.
Oh! Oh!
I think there was an Atari game about that, but I'm not 100%
there
sure.
was. I think you're right. I think there was a picture. I think there was of that.
So, if you're joining us now, and you're wondering why we're a little slap happy,
We are very slap happy.
this is
There may be drugs involved.
I was gonna say this is the third night this week that two of us have been online streaming.
Here we go.
Although one of them, but technically wasn't a streaming night.
That's not a very good.
It's a terrible picture. You can't see that.
Zoom in.
I can't zoom in.
No, her. It's not going to help.
I know. But it's a lot more fun to do it anyway. See? He's all washed out like the rest of us. Which is why it took us a few minutes. All right. And
Quit
that
talking
was
about his career like that.
Whoa.
He got paid Starbucks to be on a movie for like half a second.
Yes. He wasn't even like recognizable. I know, he wasn't recognizable or anything.
It was so beautiful.
I know. It took me a minute to figure out it was Alan Tudyk. I was like, what? Am I talking about toilet paper? Who is this? This has to be somebody. And then I was like, oh my god, it was Brad Pitt and Alan Tudyk. It was the best cameo ever.
Even though it was very subtle.
Oh yeah, it was.
Super
It's
subtle.
hilarious.
So,
So something about the Wild Waste.
well, actually, this was the comment about third night this week
Yes.
on maybe not streaming because
Well, last
surprise to me,
Wednesday was
Wednesday
recorded.
wasn't streaming; it was recorded. I don't know why I would. They never once said, and yet somehow my brain clicked on streaming.
Well, that's because
It's because
we
of the
stream.
things.
Yes, because that's so. If you haven't been there, or haven't watched it, don't watch it now because we're here now. But we were on Cypher Unlimited on Wednesday. They posted it.
yes,
We did it on Wednesday. They posted it Thursday morning. So yesterday morning they posted it. And it's me and Monica talking with the guys from Cypher Unlimited. We went a little longer than I thought we would go.
we went an hour and a half,
Just shy of an hour.
and
a half.
that's because
And if they got all the pre-show nonsense that we had going on,
yeah, we talked for 2.5 hours.
So did it air as an hour and a half, or
Yeah, no,
aired as an
they
hour and a
they
half.
pretty much posted it unedited,
nice?
which was dangerous on their part, but
They were
it's not my
talking.
show.
They were talking to you guys. They weren't talking to me.
well, and
Oh.
they don't have the filter ratings
PG-13.
that we do. So yeah,
Yeah.
if you're looking, and we don't have our filter on, or at least Monica doesn't have her filter on.
Although I only
I guess
a
you only
couple
dropped
times,
once.
only a couple times. I try to be very good when I'm in public, because public.
Public.
I try to be good here too, because
Public. So
Oh my God, there's two of us now.
shh.
Sorry.
Dangerous.
This is so crazy. I love this monitor. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh,
So
I had two of them just sitting around not doing
oh
anything.
my gosh.
so at that
So I guess we'll talk about the
we did that
housekeeping
early.
stuff.
And then other housekeeping things that we've got going on. So tuning in tonight for the very first time, and you didn't know this, we have a Patreon.
Yes, we do. It is patreon.com/Marlowe House, just like this particular website at Twitch.
And then we have a YouTube channel, which just search Marlowe House because we don't have a fancy easy one.
Actually, if you are watching this and you are not following us yet on YouTube, please do so. We can hit 100 followers
Like,
and then
subscribe, and click
subscribe.
the bell. And
Yeah, whatever it is that's involved over there, because once we hit 100 followers, then we'll have a nice URL over there as well.
And if you are watching us here live on Twitch and you haven't followed us on Twitch, follow us on Twitch. And if you follow us during the stream, I promise you something interesting will happen.
Yes, but I think we haven't had new viewers
I
yet.
know. Well, I pointed out.
Are there dinosaurs involved?
There could
No,
be.
but there might be zombies.
Are you going to unfollow us and
I was
refollow us
gonna
just to
say similar things happen if you throw us bits.
Yes, which is
You told me not to do that on air.
now you can do
Not
it because
those bits, other bits.
we like it when you keep your bits covered. Thank you.
Okay.
But no, bits is Twitch currency.
Tiny Twitch.
Very tiny Twitch currency. Throw us lots and lots.
So,
And we're also on Facebook,
Facebook,
Marlowe House. We're on Twitch, but I don't know anybody
You mean
who's actually
Twitter?
taken no Twitch.
We
We're on
Twitter.
Twitter. We're on Twitter.
No, she's very clear about that. You are definitely on Twitch.
Well, we are definitely on Twitch,
Well,
but
I
I
can
think
tell
we've
you
already
where-
covered that ground.
I can tell you where we're not. We're not on Twitch. Did
What
you know
about
if you
Twatter?
misspell? If you know if you misspell Twitch, it comes out Twatch.
What if I misspelled it with it?
Twitch? I don't know. You have to misspell my way.
I was just making sure that it didn't always come out your way.
Everything's always my way.
Right.
Your Majesty.
I was waiting for someone to say that. Off with your head.
Okay.
I
So,
downloaded that specific bit of Alice in Wonderland. to my phone so I can play it for Peg whenever she starts going off the rails.
I can make that my ringtone. So when I call
Nice.
you,
Off with the head.
37
Yes. Your Majesty.
37 years ago, I played the Queen of Hearts. It was a few years back.
So,
I was the meanest.
and then
kid in
to
school.
kind of like wrap up all the goofy things that we do, we have a Redbubble site, we have a Cafe Press site.
Yes.
Um,
Cafe Press gets you our
get you
really
access
cool.
to these mugs.
These aren't mugs. These are.
These
These
are
are
pint
pint
glasses.
glasses.
My
Oh my
God.
God! What's in yours?
Andrew, I know you don't drink or anything, but
What's in
I might have
yours?
spiked it with some of that rum.
you mean
Ooh.
all these lovely rums I left
Did
over
you
here?
leave them here?
Yeah, he left them.
Someone
here.
said you wanted to make some kind of rum cake, so I left all of the rum here.
We wouldn't make rum cake.
I would put a little bit in icing, but I'm not gonna. We won't be getting together for 2 weeks,
Be a
3
while.
weeks. It'll be a while, but I will. There may be rum left when you get home. Get back the next time.
I'll
You
just
know,
tell
I'm
him that
sad
you
they
took it
won't
home
ship.
tonight.
I didn't even know he'd left it here. I have plenty to drink on my own. But yes, so Redbubble is the phone cases and T-shirts and
Although there's some of those through Cafe
stationery,
Press too,
right?
but
And Cafe Press is
you get that duvet.
yeah, you can get the duvet that says "We
We're
are so screwed." Where you-
All right.
You don't know what
so-
else they
all right,
offer.
I don't know.
Good luck.
I put a bunch of things in there. I have no
Buy
idea.
lots. I
Or
know.
don't.
Or don't.
You know,
Throw us bets.
shameless.
I am, and I haven't.
We are really shameless. All right. So
I know.
let's move on to things of excitement.
I have no shame. Yes, Tuesday we have a special guest, and now that we think we've figured out all of the things, we actually will have a special guest, Sean K. Reynolds
Yes. On K. Reynolds,
of
Moneycook Games.
Moneycook Games. Previously, was he a developer at Paizo? What he did there? I mean, he was a developer or something. I don't remember if he was
I don't remember.
a
But
line.
we're just
yeah,
gonna. I'm just gonna say, formerly of Paizo.
formerly of Paizo, and
Presumably.
I'm sure
Sure
he
he
works
did.
for something. He works for himself too. He's got 5 Moons,
Mm-hmm.
Fi-
5 Moons
5
RPG.
Moons RPG, and well, now he works for Moneycook Games.
Currently doing a Kickstarter for.
Their 5e setting,
Their
which
5e.
I can't remember what it is.
Something of the ancient.
Legends of the Wild Ancient.
No,
I'm certain that
no. But it is to bring Numenera type things to your 5e game.
yes.
So science fantasy in your 5e game.
Speaking of 5e, we're gonna try it out. 2 weeks.
Yeah,
We'll report back.
we're gonna try it out though with 20th level characters.
Yes, we're gonna play.
We're jumping right to the deep end. We have no idea what we're doing, and we're jumping straight to the deep end.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna play Gonzo game, that's the Gonzo kind of game to play.
Yeah.
How many chickens will there be?
No idea. At least 6.
I knew where you were.
I
taking
knew
that.
where
Thank
he
you.
was going. I knew exactly where you're going. I was hoping you would stop, but I mean, I know better.
Really?
No, I know better.
Really?
I know better. I know better.
So tonight, what are we doing?
We're playing a game.
I know we're doing. What are we playing? Who are we playing?
Oh, well, I mean, we're playing Legends of the Wild West. I wrote it down.
Wastes. Wastes.
Oh, waste.
Legends of the Winter Wastes.
Wild.
We're
Wa-
making a
I know you
list
can't at
and
home see
checking
it,
it twice.
but I did actually write down Legends of the Wild Waste. I just can't read. I am playing May Bates. She is a mystical adept who rides the lightning.
I'm playing Phineas Flanagan, an exiled warrior who controls beasts.
I tried to get him to not do that.
Ha ha.
It's fun.
Because I can't take it seriously. I mean, of course it's fun, but
At least it's not Australia.
okay. You have a very small but valid point.
Bitch.
Oh, badger. Unsure.
For now, no.
Have all that out of your system.
You want to play the thing before we get
I'm
started?
playing with
I-
Flynn
I-
Flam
I do-
here.
I-
mean, what
actually-
do you
actually,
want
you're
from
right.
me?
I'm the Fin Flan man.
Flynn Flam man. Yeah, I mean,
I might.
you won't stop him, but you'll stop me.
I do accents.
That doesn't matter. I'm the queen.
Although I forgot, we were doing all of our other introductions. I forgot to introduce yours.
Oh,
So
well,
we're
let's
gonna-
do that before we
Oh.
So
do that.
let's back this up a little. So Scott is going to start his own stream on his own Twitch channel. He'll still be here with us, because.
Well, you know, you
But
I got my own nights in the divorce.
there was no divorce. You're still here.
we have to share the children.
So it's like 20th century divorce or 21st century divorce.
He's gonna show up on my birthday and make sure that the kids know how to treat their mother correctly, and make me breakfast in bed.
Okay.
Just like the cats taught us, kids. Take that dead mouse in there and just drop it on the bed and just say, "I got you this."
So wow.
And that's why we're no longer married.
So does this have sound?
It does.
This,
Oh,
this
okay.
clip
It,
we
it
have.
came with its own built-in music and stuff. You're a very brave soul playing this without watching it first.
Well, you just finished it while we were logging, while we were
I
starting
didn't
up.
have a
Log
lot of
Minute
choice.
Hashtag by design.
All right. So what is this we're about to watch?
It's just a little intro to the channel. It's I like to think it shows a little of my personality.
I don't think you have a little personality. I don't think that's possible.
All right.
That's
Let's
fine.
watch this.
We'll find out.
All right. So let's see what this looks like.
Okay.
Okay. So why is it not playing?
Did you finish connecting it?
It was supposed to. We go over, make sure the properties on it are correct. Let me just select it. It might have been that it hadn't finished putting
Could be.
itself in place.
Could be.
Still doesn't like it. Oh, did you not make it a... Is that still the kind of file that comes out of that software?
Out of iMovie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably won't
So it's
play.
that's probably what it is.
Uh-oh.
I will play it when we come back from our break.
Okay.
Because what I will do is I will tell iMovie to go open that up and this thing.
Turn our mics back on so we can explain.
I did
what's
turn
on.
on our mics
Oh.
on. I'm talking to the
You
audience.
You could have.
He's,
You
like,
could
on
have
it.
warned us you were going to turn the mics back on again.
He's on it.
That would be my fault. I just realized I had all this talking to do to tell people what was going on. So that was going to create a problem if we were just sitting there on a dead screen.
Well, that's why I was wondering if you were going to tell everybody.
Yeah.
The OBS does not like the .mov file.
No.
Good
Which
to
is
know.
really-
Good to know.
Yeah, that is important information for you, isn't it?
Yeah, just a little bit.
So it needs to be in like QuickTime.
That is QuickTime.
Is it regular QuickTime format?
.mov is a QuickTime file. It's a native
Oh.
format for Mac.
It should have liked it because it liked our intro.
Well, we will figure this out.
All right, maybe not
And-
tonight.
Watch it at a later,
Like after our break.
like after our break, or
So-
Tuesday. We can play it
Tuesday's
on
no
Tuesday.
fun because
Well,
Scott won't be here.
I know. We really don't need Scott. I mean, we'll have a video of him. It'll be like having Scott here without all of the harassment. And he can't
From
talk
you or
back.
from him?
Have the fun.
I know.
On that note, one more time. Guys, go ahead and
Juggle.
juggle.
Okay.
Cover me. I'm going in.
You're welcome. I gave him that.
I'm gonna need some.
It was my dead mouse for his birthday.
His birthday was in September. That's one long dead mouse. Treasure it all.
Boop, 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 boo.
What are you moving right along? I wish I could remember the rest of the words.
Right?
Rainbow Connection, I'm totally down for, but I can't sing that
It's
right
still
now.
not like. All right, so I have no idea what's wrong with it. Doesn't like.
Blow up that bridge when we get to it.
So, in that case, not much in the way of video, but I do believe I still have image. Ta-da! Of course, it's behind our logo.
Look at all them Friday night hangouts.
I know, right? Wow, that's
So-
really nice. Did you have that made for your room specifically? I mean,
Yeah, that hangs right in the middle of his room.
I'm pretty sure that we use that.
You did.
We did. All right. So we're gonna miss you when you're not here on Friday nights.
There we go.
Ah, yeah, because now you can see his own branding.
Yep.
Kind of.
I was kind of obscuring his branding.
Good job. Now they won't know what it's called. They won't be able to find it. They'll have to watch us. to
So
get
it's
their
Scott's
Scott fix.
POV, and he'll be working from this space that they can't see yet.
Right.
So.
Oh, there you go. I was like, well, we keep talking about this,
I
but
know. There's Scott's space. Oh, I bet that's why it wasn't,
why?
Didn't transition it.
because I probably didn't play outside. Not while we're recording.
Oh, well, you want to go back and see if we can get it to show?
Well, now that we've already done all this, we might as well give it a shot. So cover me.
But they can't see us either. We're juggling. We're also
So just talk.
we have flaming batons, and there's elephants and balls, and
And like 160 proof rum.
and
Now, wait a minute.
160
It's
Now,
a-
wait a minute.
It's
Wait
a
a
real
minute.
thing.
show.
You guys have no idea what you're missing out on here. I feel like we should do some kind of like color commentary like they did in Pitch Perfect when all the times. Oh my gosh. I love I can't think of her name from Hunger Games, and she played. She's the female, not Katniss Everdeen. No, have you not seen? You not seen Pitch
He's seen it.
Perfect?
He's seen it.
The blonde, the two like color commentators.
Yeah,
I can't think of their names.
They had names?
No, I was thinking the actors.
They had names?
Yes, they have names. They are hilarious. She's an amazing.
Me and names, we don't get along real well.
I know, me either. Now I have to look it up though, because it's going to bother me. Cover me.
Cover you. How can anybody
I was mostly kidding.
I could tell Jimmy Carr's favorite, most offensive joke he knows.
No! 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 No.
I don't want to know.
You can tell us after the show.
But I'm kind of confused. Not
Yeah.
that that's hard some days, particularly when I'm trying to do like 3 things at once.
Well, why don't you just do the one thing you're supposed to be doing?
I'm doing the one thing I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay.
Yeesh.
Hey.
There we go.
Yay!
Of course, we can't hear the fancy music because our
film. Well, that was really nice. I feel like I can't wait for the movie to come out.
winner, winner, chicken dinner. I missed it. What did Time Magazine have to say?
Has no
about it?
idea who I am.
Has no idea who the hell I am.
That's perfect.
It gave me the little award things to work with. I'm like, what are these?
Something hilarious, like always.
Hey, look, a secondary use for a salad. I don't-
Hmm. Okay. So, all of that finally out of the way.
Yay, I hope it was worth the wait. I know I was amused.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
You know it.
Somebody was amused. That's all that really.
Mostly me, which is really all that matters.
Yeah, but I mean, Scott could have shown me that all on I mean, he's sitting here with it on his phone.
Right, but we couldn't share it with everybody then.
I know. They should come over here.
They are over here.
Oh,
is
you're
as close-
right. They are over
This
here.
is what this is all about. Friday night hangouts with Marlowe House. It's like being here. Pretend. We're good
Okay.
at that.
I can
Use
do
your
that.
imagination.
I can do that. All right, let's use our imagination and do something about Legends of the Wild Waste.
Right.
Got it right that time. I think you did it on purpose.
It's because I had to read it.
But you couldn't read it.
I can't. I just made it up. I happened to guess right. I'm sure I'll say it wrong again before the end of the night.
He's illiterate.
I'm a laterate. Okay. You asked for this. That's all I can say.
Laureate? I don't know.
A laureate? No, I'm definitely not a laureate. I mean, I could be a poet laureate, but I'd have to write poetry. Something else to add to my list of things to do in the near future.
Poet laureate.
All right.
All right. So, in all seriousness, I think the first order of business is how many ciphers you.
I wrote down 3 ciphers because that's what you told us.
Did I say write down 3?
Well, I thought
told
you
us
said
to
to pick.
choose some ciphers.
You said choose
That's
some ciphers.
That's fantastic.
So I chose the 3 that were going to be most useful for my character because, well, you said I could do that.
That was me being dumb.
That was being dumb.
Of course, if they're all really super useful, the rest of them might just be.
There's always that chance anyway.
Yes.
So this is the only way to min-max characters in this game. Initially.
I mean, not really.
No.
Well,
No.
I mean, if you want to play a specific character, you depending on the character, like there's not a lot of ways to min-max certain things. I mean, you can, but the really best way to get the maximum potential out of a character is to have the right ciphers to go along with everything else you put.
Okay.
All right. I mean, I'm sitting on 18 intellect already, so I'm ready to go.
And because I'm not a complete jerk.
You're not.
No.
You're gonna give us XP?
Maybe. You behave.
No.
Perfect. You can have XP.
I don't know what you're gonna do. Woo! We both get 2. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd see that coming. 2 and 2.
Wow.
So that's like puts you halfway to nothing.
No, yeah, because chances are I'm gonna need those before the end of the night.
Maybe. So, in keeping with what we talked about before, that this was going to be a very heavy improv game, I have prepared next to nothing.
Excellent. That was gonna work better when we had.
It would work better when we had somebody else here. I have a couple of ideas, but
And we have not forgotten about Nick. We're still working on our next available time.
and maybe other people.
Yes.
I'm going to throw out some stuff from randomly pulled cards.
I like the NPC deck. That's really cool. And it's also very pretty.
Now, for me, since I was 1,200 miles away when this was being planned,
That'll teach you to go out of town.
and probably not sober.
Oh no, you definitely weren't. Actually, I called that you were I called that you were drunk on Bourbon Street, and I think that you were that night.
Probably. Yeah.
So we have to tell you what's going on.
Are we already pilots?
Yes.
And in terms of like size category, I suppose.
If it were Pathfinder, they would be.
Okay.
So they're like the size of an upright Vulcan.
Very good.
And
Like humanoid VW.
So it'd be like piloting a transformer.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's what I needed.
yeah, they don't actually transform though. We opted to not go with that. I know. Well, there's a reason though. But they kind of have the all-out power armor aspect. You know, they don't look exactly like that at all, but that's kind of the size.
Yeah, they're on the small end of large. Makes that one basic. face. That's what we're
So Bubblegum Crisis.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's what I needed. Pull
And
my brain.
right. So we're gonna kind of do this a little bit like a superheroes game. So what I'm gonna tell you guys now is you get
All right, this is the last time we're going to talk about this. One last time.
Okay.
Oh, am I the only one that's seen Into Spider-Verse?
No,
Yeah.
we saw it a couple days
I
ago.
understand now. It took me a second. I wasn't quite catching. But yeah. So yeah, one last time. Name is Peter Park. No, wait.
My name is Peter
Gwen.
Porker, and I'm a photographer for the Daily Beagle.
So, any rate, you're gonna get 5 power shifts for your armor, and
I'm waiting for you to explain that.
so I'm gonna go ahead and for a moment assign them. Speak them around. What that'll basically mean is armor, uh, armor 3.
Okay.
It'll give you a automatic +3 for light defense rolls.
Not 3 steps, 3 to the die. Okay. Wow.
Effort 3 defense.
Okay.
Choose whether you have power shifts in strength, speed.
What do you mean? How many do we get total?
More. Give you the 3 power shifts in armor rate.
Okay. So I guess what I'm asking is this
I would say that you should probably put at least 1 in of them. But that means automatically applies a level of effort.
So they automatically are faster by design, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so
They will move it at about 30.
okay.
So what are we doing then? Putting 1 or 2.
You can put 1 or 2 into strength, or you can do in speed. Power shift.
Are these essentially boosts to our own pools?
Yes, for the purposes of doing
Okay.
that'll be boost to your own pool.
Okay, so I'm kind of confused as to how that looks on the sheet because I don't understand power
They're
boosts.
automatic levels of effort.
Oh, okay.
You can apply either an automatic single level of effort to strength and a single effort to speed, or you can do 2 to 1, or 2 to the other, and 2. 1 and 1, or 2 and 0.
Okay. What'd you put down as your answer?
I did 1 of each.
I was thinking about doing.
But I have the fighter ability that gets me edge in both might and speed.
Yeah, but this is actually effort too.
So yeah,
I think I'm gonna do 1 of each as well. I am neither a speed nor might based character.
now the ones for speed, they don't affect like your accuracy or anything like that. It's for things like running and speedy.
Oh.
And the might one is for feats of strength, so it's like lifting things. Everything that it's those specific tasks.
Oh. I think I'm still gonna go ahead and gonna go ahead.
That in mind.
Yes.
And we will pick up our action sitting in saloon in the wing. There's a player piano banging out, frolicking tune of some sort.
But you can't start a game without starting in a tavern. Okay. I know. I'm so excited. So I guess we must be drinking the remains of our.
The beer is a little warm.
That's the way you're supposed to drink beer. Just saying.
Day is particularly hot. Air is thick. Getting on high noon.
All right. Else is here in the saloon.
You see a handful of people in the saloon. A couple of working girls. Guys. There's bartender. His young nephew. Waiter. And a passed out
It's a little early to be passed out, but okay. Maybe he was here from last.
That is kind of the impression you've got. And the doors blow open, and another traveler walks. Dust.
Inside, that is. Sorry.
It's a saloon.
I don't care. It's indoors.
They cleaned the glasses with spit. It ain't exactly sanitary.
All right, got a point.
He walks up to the bar. Looks at the pair of you sitting at your. Those your armor outside?
Yes.
Nice looking.
Thank you.
Around and faces you. Kind of leans back on the bar. I imagine it takes some gold to keep tip top shape.
Well, we never turn gold down, usually.
Fine.
Or I kick out one of the chairs on the table. I don't know why I'm doing the talking, but okay.
He plumps over table, pulls his back chair that you kind of kicked out. Name is Colin Farley. Kind of skinny. And I might have a job.
Okay.
Delivery support.
Yes.
So
May stares at him like just directly, like it should be uncomfortable that she's making such direct eye contact with him and not blinking.
so here's the thing. I have some cargo.
Okay.
It's not terribly far. 2 days by rail. If you're willing to travel on the train, provide security.
What kind of cargo?
Just a chest.
That didn't answer my question.
We've been burned before.
Let's just say it's something I found out here, and it is highly valuable.
This belonged to someone before you had it, and it isn't really rightfully yours.
No, by right of salvage, it definitely did belong to somebody
Best
else.
not be
long
another
before.
crate of dragon eggs.
I know that was rough. Was the worst weekend ever.
No, not, and not owned by anybody who's going to come looking for it unless they're.
About time you got here.
Chasing some.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He has.
Oh, well, okay then. You're forgiven.
So, what I need a babysit.
You take gold for babysitting.
Valuable, so I'll pay you well. Half up front, half later. There's a bag up on. Not a very big bag. Only about 4-inch square high top.
Mm-hmm. Does it look like it's super full, or does it look like it's not so full? So probably in the neighborhood of like 15 to 20 tops.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like gold.
Okay.
Or gems.
All right. I hedge magic it over to myself. Open it. What's in?
Okay. There's a thumb-sized
Okay.
6 small
Probably.
smaller gem. Diamond isn't in the uncut currently.
Okay. So the value isn't actually having it finished.
Have to be a diamond.
That's better. If it's unfinished, that means we're less likely to get accused of having stolen it.
Yeah, I know. Roughly though, appraise. That's unlikely on a 2. See, I'll be replacing these dice.
Adam. It looks like a pretty sum.
Okay.
How pretty?
All right. Certainly more than 20 gold pieces. Okay. Trying to think. So we're looking at like 4 days round trip to get back here. Okay. Is good for you?
Keep the machine running.
All right. When do we meet you? Or when do we meet the train?
Tomorrow morning, meet at the station. 8 a.m. I'll have tickets.
All right. Are you riding along too? All right. If we were going to run into trouble, what kind of trouble would we likely run into?
Let me know if that helps, guys.
What was wrong?
They're saying Andrew's sound is cutting in and out.
You might raise your mic up.
I turned his gain up just a touch.
Yeah,
Well,
but he's
I'll-
got it.
I'll move
He's
in a
got it.
little closer to
He's
it.
got it laying on the table and the cord. Right. Nope.
Nope.
No. Loosen up the arm and raise. Loosen up the
I'm
arm.
working on it.
It up. Yeah, these mics are super heavy, so they don't.
Say where.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Just talk a little bit.
Okay. And so, he tells you that he'll meet you, in the
I-
morning.
I asked what kind of trouble we would run into if we were going to run into trouble.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Off track.
I will remember the question.
Ideally, there won't be any. But
Yeah, no, that never happens.
there could be interested parties, and I would expect that there is the possibility of more golem armor.
Okay. That's what I needed to know. All right. Okay. You have a
Juster. That might help.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, new mics are tricky. All right. We'll see you in the morning.
All right. So you guys settle in.
Yeah, we're gonna sit here and drink until then.
Well, no, I mean, you can actually get a room here in the saloon.
So, is this a place we've been? I mean, is this kind of a place where we
Yeah.
typically hang
It's-
out?
well,
or
it's-
one of the
It's one of
towns?
them.
Okay. Travel between towns and hang out, and I mean, I don't know what else we were going to be doing if we were sitting here at almost noon.
Maybe if it's a trade route, could be easy money, garden to caravans.
Mm-hmm. Nice, refreshing beverages to be had.
Yeah. This is actually pretty good.
Oh, that
beer.
one fizzes.
This is
It's not
they've-
good.
They've got pretty good beer here. It's reasonable. The whiskey's not bad.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do that.
Okay.
Hang out for a bit and then I don't know. Did he give us a name? He didn't give us a name. We need a name before he leaves.
He did. He said he was Colin Farley.
Oh, that's right. I even wrote it down.
You can't read it.
I can't read it from here. I need bifocals. I did write it down. Okay. The yay for whiskey, that's not so bad. Hey, bad whiskey's bad whiskey. Does Colin stay? Does he leave?
He does not stay.
Okay.
He makes this arrangement with you, finishes off his drink, and he heads for the hills.
Okay. I asked the bartender if he knows the guy.
Shakes his head. Not seen him before.
Okay. You're awfully quiet tonight.
Rather just drink the beer.
All right. I mean, I'd rather drink the whiskey, but okay.
Whiskey clouds your brain.
Beer makes you pee a lot.
So you guys
I got a
eventually
tree outside I can mark.
So you eventually turn in for the night. And at about 3 in the morning.
Oh no, he's already playing. He's already playing with the
Intrusions.
the
The XP deck.
XP deck. I can't even think of what it's called.
About 3 in the morning.
We haven't gamed it so long.
There's a scrape at your window, Scott. At Seamus's window.
He's not Seamus. He's
Oh,
Flynn.
Phineas.
Oh, Phineas.
That's right. Sorry.
Finn.
Finn was Seamus for about a minute.
It was.
So, Phineas's window, there's a scrape. And as you're kind of like groggily waking up and noticing this sound, you see a thin blade trying to push back through the window latch.
Is the bird inside?
Hmm?
My bird, is it inside?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, we should probably point out that you have a
I have a beast companion. It is a hawk golem.
yes.
Yes. In addition to your other golem, your
Yes.
golem armor.
Yes. So no, that's fine. I will actually get out of bed and slide over to the side of the window.
Okay. You hear the knife jitter in the lock a little bit more, and then it clicks. And very slowly, it begins to rise.
Okay.
And it gets up about 2 inches. And as it's coming up, you can see that the left side is going up easier than the right side.
Mm-hmm.
And so after it's up about 3 inches, it kind of jams a little bit. And you can hear soft cursing outside. And then it gets really quiet. And then there's a bit of an adjustment at the window,
Mm-hmm.
which makes a louder click. And it stops. You can hear faint breathing just outside the window.
I'm poised and ready to strike.
And then the window resumes its rise. And a small figure leaps into the room, landing nimbly.
Right into a throat punch. That's not great.
That's not great.
You can get an asset for this
Okay.
automatically
Okay.
because
shorter than
it
you
is
expected.
well, it's a surprise attack.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the person coming in has no idea you're waiting for them. They're not trying to defend themselves, so
Okay.
I'll give you an asset there.
All right. And this would actually be a really good place to use control the field, I think. So even if I miss, since he's not expecting it,
Okay.
I'll get him up against the door.
Or
into
you mean the
room.
wall?
Well, I assume it's like some room. Like what I'm picturing is like the door. There's the bed over this way, probably a small desk or table over here, and then the window directly across from the door.
Right. So you're gonna like towards the door.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and what was the roll?
It is a 7 on the die. You said there was an asset for.
Right. So that lowers it by 1 step. You didn't have anything else to lower it, but you're using control of the field. So even if you miss, you're gonna kind of like redirect them to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With the 1 step reduction, you throat punch this person,
Okay.
and it's
I hope we weren't going to question them.
and they sink to the ground, clutching their throat. It's a very small figure, very thin. In the pale moonlight coming into the window,
Mhm.
You can see that they're dressed in breeches and a dark colored shirt. But beyond that, there's not a whole lot to tell. A short mop of messy hair,
Okay.
and everything else is obscured by the fact that they're in the shadows and bent over trying to breathe through the throat punch.
Snag up the dagger.
Okay. It's just a cheap knife. But yeah, you can pick that up.
Okay. Guard. Motion to the bird.
Right. Bird just kind of looks like, okay, I can get there.
Flutters over and sits on his chest.
All right. So it lands on this figure's back because they're face down,
Okay.
kind of on their knees.
What are you doing?
Throw punch first, ask questions later.
That's how this
Really?
works. That's how this works.
Damn it. And they kind of like flop to the side. The bird goes airborne and finds a better perch.
Yeah.
And the figure rolls over, and it looks to be of a girl of about 10 years old.
It's a halfling.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I'm not
Maybe
even
a
in the room.
boy, but
Are we dealing with like standard fantasy
yes.
races? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hard to say whether it's a boy or a girl. Halfling. Most likely appears female. So you're kind of leaning towards girl,
Okay.
but again, it's dark.
Yeah.
Halfling is not out of the ordinary. Less likely to be a gnome.
Oil lamps.
Mm-hmm.
While she's laying down, set the oil lamp on her chest.
I think she's.
Light a match.
She's still like
She's like-
rolling around.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think
she's not sitting still enough
Oh.
that that's easy.
Put a foot on her.
Okay.
Set it on her chest and light the lamp.
She's still coughing, and you can see that she's like got black grime, dirt that she's like rubbed into her skin, presumably to make it easier to sneak in the dark. Looks like coal or something.
You know that's gonna be terrible for your complexion.
Worried about my complexion.
Worried about breeding. I know. That's what happens. You sneak into someone's room at night.
Rat bastard. I can't breathe.
That's what happens. You sneak into someone's room at night. Wouldn't move too much. The oil's kind of leaky.
Yeah. Can you move it?
Aye?
Would you?
No?
And her eyes start to well up with tears. I need your help.
Well, that's not the best way to go about asking for it, sweetheart.
I couldn't come through the front door.
'Cause it's locked.
I'd be seen.
Man, I thought I was antisocial.
Exiled. Negative trait, loner.
I didn't even realize that. Here I am sitting on inabilities and charming, persuasion, and deception.
Socializing inability.
That's why we get along so well. Well, we couldn't be the worst pair ever than this.
It's okay.
I didn't know what he took. I didn't realize what it was.
It's all right. It's all good. This is what happens when you're forced to make characters separately, and one of you goes out of town.
You can't go out of town anymore.
Aw.
I'm going out of town next week. 2 weeks from now.
So,
I'm taking Andrew with me. Only because he paid me to.
So just cough a little. It'll help.
do you have any water?
Aye?
Can I have some? Can I get up?
No.
You are
This is
such an
getting a-
ass.
This is
I
getting
get-
kind of hot.
I get a water skin.
She's like, this is getting kind of hot.
I know. So here's some water. Little bit.
She takes a little sip.
Now before it gets too hot, maybe you want to tell me what's going on.
There's a man. He killed my paw.
Knew it.
Was it me?
No.
Then why the knife?
To open the lock.
Okay.
I'm so glad I'm sleeping.
What's wrong with the front door?
He's got people watching the building.
Got a name?
I think they said his name was Fairley.
Knew it.
Why'd he kill your pa?
Because my paw had something that he said was his.
What would that be?
I don't know. But my paw put it in a chest. Came out of one of them digs. They said it was really, really valuable. Something to do with alchemy. My paw was an alchemist.
Wait there.
Can I move this?
Yeah, the bird's watching you.
She sets it off her chest and kind of like pats at it.
Knock on the wall. You should come over here. We got a visitor.
I've got a visitor over here.
I wasn't expecting mine.
Oh. Okay. Give me a minute. I eventually show up.
Pointed the kid.
Wow. I didn't realize you went so young.
Can't keep him away. That's your fault. That's your joke.
I don't know what to tell you. I select mine more wisely, apparently.
Cesar Daz, an alchemist killed by a man named Fairley.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. The cards told me that. Knew he's gonna be trouble. All right, what's going on?
She's like looking at the golem bird and looks back at you as you come back. Kind of move back towards, and she takes a good long drink off the
Did
water
you
skin.
punch her?
Snuck in through the window.
Right in my
What were
throat.
you thinking sneaking in through the window?
That Fairley had guys watching the building.
Yeah, but you know what you do? You knock on the glass. That's how you not get punched in the throat.
I'll remember that for next time.
Let's hope there isn't a next time. All right, so what's going on?
I need help. I need someone to kill Fairley.
Oh, okay. And you chose us?
Those are your golem armors outside, right?
Yeah.
That Mr. Fairley, I hear he's been keeping an eye on them. I'm very interested in them.
Yes.
And
We get that a lot.
Yes.
I was thinking that maybe, look, I've got money, and she fishes around in her pockets and pulls out a couple of wadded up paper bills and a handful of coins.
All right. Sit down and start at the beginning, because obviously I'm missing something here.
Okay, my pa, he went out to he went out to one of them dig sites, and well, they found something
Mm-hmm.
something important, and my pa said it would make us rich, but that Fairley man, he took it, and he had two of his men shot down my paw.
Do you know what it was?
I didn't see it, but they took the chest. Took the chest and kept it in.
Okay.
Anything stands out about this chest?
It's the chest we're going to be protecting, you dumbass.
Well, obviously, but it's
Then
got
why
any
are you
special
even
marks
there?
on it.
Oh, like
It's an old brown steamer chest.
okay, it doesn't have any alchemical markings or anything. Okay.
Any monograms or anything?
Yeah, it has DD on it. Dylan Duffy, my paw.
What's your name?
Oh, shite, he's a superhero.
I know, right? He's probably Daredevil in another life. What is your name?
Kara Duffy.
Kara. Okay. She's obviously going to be the second in a long line of inherited superheroes. All right. So, you want us to kill Colin Fairley?
I'd like to do it myself, but I don't think I have the necessary skills.
No, because Colin Fairley has already hired us to protect him.
No.
He hired us to protect his chest, which I have not missed. I have an idea, but he has hired us to protect the chest. So, how good are you at picking locks? Stealing shit, running away.
I can do it. It's not my best skills, but
But they
I'm
would
fairly handy.
recognize you. All right.
Was it Fairley killed your dad, or was it one of his men?
2 of his men.
Okay, so he didn't do it.
Would you recognize them?
Mm-hmm.
You said they're watching the building.
Right now.
That doesn't surprise me.
She motions to the window, and she kind of points, and you can see 2 fairly long shadows coming from the front porch area of the saloon.
How many men does he have?
She shrugs. I saw 4.
Okay.
It's just his saloon.
What?
It's just his place.
No, the bartender said he never saw him.
Yeah, but if the bartender's one of his men.
Well, have you ever seen Farley before? Was he working with your dad?
He's from back east.
Okay.
He's a money man.
Was
Banker.
Was he working with your dad?
He was helping. Dad was helping him so that he could help our shop.
What kind of shop you got?
It's a farrier and other sundries. Like I said, my father was an alchemist by trade mostly, but he had other skills.
This chest, about how big was it? You said it was a steamer chest, but is it a large one? Medium size?
I could fit in it.
You could fit in it with a lot of extra space, or you could barely fit in it?
I could probably squeeze in it.
Okay, so it's small. All right, it's not big enough to hold any armor then. Or at least certainly not any armor of...
No, it's definitely not armor. But it's something to do with the armor.
All right. Well, all we have to do is protect the chest. Never say anything about what was inside. Never say anything about himself or his men. Kind of makes me wonder why he would hire us if he's already got 4 men.
Well, he's obviously going to steal, make it look like it was stolen en route.
Or something. Either that or he really does want to
No,
get
I
it
hired
back.
these two lots in power armor. They should have been able to protect it.
And then sell it for himself and make all that money on his own. Got it. We're gonna have to work on this.
Okay.
We have to see what we can do. I'm thinking it might be in your best interest to not go. Do you have anybody else here who can take care of you? Are you able to take care of yourself?
I can take care of myself.
Okay.
You know where the train's loading up.
Mm-hmm.
Think you can be there before them?
Yeah.
Be on the train.
You really want her to be on the train? Could
Give
be
her-
terrible. They might recognize her and then she'd be in trouble.
Give her a shot at Fairley.
Well, that's true. I have a pretty good feeling that there's going to be a major fight. Certainly an opportunity to kill and be killed, so be careful.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm taking astronomology again. All right, well, we can't be responsible for your safety, though.
Okay. I'll take care of myself.
We also won't take your money.
You got a ma.
Not anymore. Not since the fever.
All right. Well, we're going to have a long day tomorrow, I have a feeling. I'm going back to bed. I think I'll actually sleep. See you in the morning.
You gonna be able to get out of here without being seen?
I got in without being seen.
No, you didn't.
You got punched in the throat.
Heard ain't seen.
You can sleep here if you want to. They'll be watching for us on the other side of the building. We'll be leaving early. Come on.
I'll go downstairs for a pint.
In the middle of the night?
Water.
Coors?
Outhouse. I'll go use the outhouse. Divert the attention.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll send her on our way then.
You go downstairs and there are two guys hanging out front. Go ahead and give me an intellect roll.
19.
The thing you notice immediately, both the guys are pretty big. The larger one doesn't really move. He's standing there, but as you kind of like walk past, you kind of end up doing like a double take as you like look back. He's not moving. And
Like
the other
he's
one,
not breathing.
like maybe not,
I don't know why I'm asking. It's your encounter. Pardon me.
but the other one's got a little bit of a sway and a fidget to him, like you would expect. I mean, he's standing pretty still, but he's got a sway and
Like people do.
yeah,
That like shift from one leg to the other
right.
as they start getting
The other one, it's not really doing any of that sort of normal shifting.
is he this? Is he hands at the side, hands in the pockets?
Crossed arms. The other one's kind of hands in the pockets, leaning against the wall. You can see his foot bounce, and then occasionally he'll shift on the wall. The other one just doesn't move.
So he's Al-Anon. Got it.
Does it feel like he has a beast presence to him?
Not that you can really pick up on.
Okay. Checking he's not a golem.
That's what I was thinking.
Head outside. Do the bleary eye thing. Oh, excuse me, fellas.
They're like, yeah. They let you go.
Where's the outhouse?
The one points, not the one who's been standing, but the one who's like leaning
The one's
against the wall.
shifty.
The shifty one kind of points. He says, back around that side of the building.
Oh, tank.
The other one, he turns his head to look at you, and his head moves like very straight. And he looks at you and says, kind of nods. There's something about him that doesn't scream dead, but
Screams dead.
But don't scream alive neither.
right, doesn't scream quite alive either. But he also doesn't have the look of, he's not made out of unusual materials. Doesn't seem to be created, so to speak, either. He's just incredibly off-putting in just how precise he is. And of course, it doesn't hurt that he is built like a brick wall. I mean, he's got a very chiseled chin, and he's broad-shouldered and tall, and
He's wearing a bowler hat,
no,
so it's not Odd Job.
I was thinking Vandemar and
Group.
Group.
might not be an inappropriate example, but he's actually, you remember in the Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, and
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock
Sherlock
Holmes, the
Holmes,
guy that
the really big one that he
The
comes-
French one.
yes,
Yes.
kind of like that.
Good to know.
Go have a wee.
Okay,
Head back in.
okay.
Send the kid out.
Kid clambers out the window, out across the rooftop, and you can hear her drop into the alley.
She's not very quiet.
No, she's pretty quiet, but you're listening for it.
Okay. Alrighty.
You can see her jog off out of sight of the front porch. So, the rest of the night passes mostly uneventfully. Next morning comes, and the sun comes up.
Oh, we're up before that.
Okay.
I mean, we're up before that.
Okay. You watch the sun come up.
Mhm. Making sure everything's ready to go.
Do you send your visitor home?
Well, yeah, I mean, eventually.
Money's on the table. SWAT. Get out.
I don't. Yeah, I guess I'm not really that nice after all. You're right. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Well, you could. It's just not on my dime anymore.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, I don't want to cuddle. Go away.
Cuddle.
What? I know, right? They're so gross.
So, you guys watch the sun come up. What are you doing?
Making sure everything's working on the armor.
So you head out and check your gear.
Oh yeah, especially since I know now that they're macking after it. I mean, want to make sure that
The two guys, the one of them, you can see he heads towards you. He's also really big. He's just not quite
as
as
big.
big. And he's like, just to let you know, we made sure nobody messed with your stuff last night.
Not sure why you felt like you needed to do that, but okay.
Yep.
Our mutual employer asked us to.
For the record, because I know I didn't mention it, my character rides the lightning, so there is always sort of an electrical presence around her.
Okay.
Hint of ozone.
A hint of ozone. It's her signature fragrance.
You know, they're bonded.
Yeah. No, but you can't just get into our gear and take it. And it will
We're
fight.
aware of it.
Okay.
But, just so you know, we kept an eye on it. Nobody messed with it. That's what we do. We look out for our own.
Okay. May pointedly does not thank them.
Okay.
And gets in. I assume that she has, a small travel bag that will fit inside the armor.
Go over it, make sure there's nothing been planted on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a intellect roll. We're going to call this a difficulty 3.
Oh, nice. On the die then.
I was gonna say, yeah. Can I use can I actually kind of communicate with it through my supernatural, the adept, the mystical adept part of my character? I know we kind of talked about
a little
it.
bit, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. I rolled a 16, a 15, 15.
That's plenty.
I don't know. It's double digits. I can't tell anything further than that without.
It was
close
over a
extension.
9.
It was over a 9.
You don't see anything,
Okay.
but you do a thorough check.
Well, yeah, you have to do the pre.
For the record, fella, that's the most suspicious thing anyone could say.
Yeah.
Climb in.
You do a thorough check, and in doing so, you realize that they really didn't probably do anything. Everything seems to be functioning in ready order. No obvious problems. You settle in. The spirits of your horses are rested and restless to get started.
So while checking it over, I kind of so we haven't really talked about what the armor looks like, but it's sort of Roman centurion looking. It's got like the plume not exactly that, but just so that the audience knows that the armor itself is imbued with spirits of animals, and ours happen to have horses. So May talks quietly to it and kind of like pats on it.
Shuffles it. It kind of stomps a foot and kicks the dust backwards a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like a horse pawing at the ground.
She tells it she loves it. It's a good girl, and that it can bite the bad men if they ever bother it. Her. I don't know what you say to your horse, but I love mine. So then I mount up as well and close the armor.
So you slide into the armor, close it up, and you can kind of feel your senses extend out into the limbs, and it's like it becomes a part of you. And you can feel the restlessness to get started, the eagerness to feel the wind in your face.
Which I can't because there's a helmet, but okay.
Right, but at the same time, you kind of can. There's always that sense of, it's your body. Like the armor is an extension of you.
Mm-hmm. I could figure out your armor's name if you'd let me try.
You're hung up on this idea that they have a name.
They do have names.
They have a name that someone else gave them.
Well, but they identify as something.
Yeah, it's horses. They identify by smell and by posture and
Okay.
by their voices. That's it.
All right. But they also recognize what they're called.
Dogs do that.
So do horses.
Call something by a name long enough, it's gonna. Oh, it's talking to me.
You never answered a dumbass, and I call you that all the time.
It's not my name.
It is. All right. Well, I hate to say it, but it's 1:45.
Yes.
Are we close to taking a break?
We can take a break.
Okay. I'd appreciate a break.
Okay.
Outhouse.
Yes. Outhouse.
Outhouse.
All right.
So I'm Andrew Marlowe.
I'm Monica Marlowe.
I am the preener.
Okay.
And we will be back very shortly.
Prima Donna Prime.
Or next week. Or whenever you listen to us next time.
But very shortly.
Very shortly.
Especially if you're live. Good night.